Hi everybody, it's Sarah. Today we're going to talk about the new moon in Cancer. Obviously, this is my take on this energy and the astrology, and because of that, it will not resonate with everyone. Doesn't resonate with you? No worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. On July the 9th, the moon moves into Cancer. Regardless of what your sun or moon sign is, for a couple of days a month, we're all under the influence of the new moon. Obviously, the lessons will be a little bit different for everybody, but there is a theme. July's new moon is in the water sign of Cancer. The sun will also be in Cancer during this time, making it a very emotional yet empowering time. We will pay more attention to our relationships, our home life, and our intuition. Also during this transit, you'll feel more protective of those you love. This could be your biological family or your friends you have adopted into your tribe. Obviously, this will be an emotional time. What else is happening? And how long will this last? Influence of July's new moon lasts for 4 weeks up till the August 8th new moon. The best time for starting new projects is during the waxing phase of the moon from July 9th through July 23rd. Could this be the energy of the collective reset that we've all been feeling or hearing about? Possibly. For sure, though, it's a time of new beginnings. The good news is unexpected opportunities will be a big plus during this time. There'll be a lot of positive things that happen that just kind of happen out of the blue or out of nowhere, especially during the time of the full moon on the 23rd. You can prepare for them by getting clear now on what you want to manifest, so that when a new opportunity does drop in, you'll be able to tell if it is something that will get you closer to your goal or whether it is a distraction. This alignment could also lead to you committing to better self-care, better personal boundaries. 6 months from now, at the beginning of winter, when the sun is in the sign of Capricorn, we have a full moon in Cancer. Where do you want to see yourself at that time? Where do you want to be on your soul's journey? So now make a plan and set some goals, and then start baby stepping towards them. The less than good news. This isn't really bad. This is just a little bit of uncomfortable energy we may be dealing with. The alignment could lead to unpleasant surprises within our relationships. You know, the big ones, the ones that are too unsettling to overlook or to get over. With Neptune quietly in the background, we have secrets coming to the surface anyway. So now you add this as well. The new moon is a time for the entire zodiac to take a pause and reflect on our relationships as well as how they impact us emotionally. So I would suggest right now you place your dominant hand over your heart, and check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How does your body feel? Ask yourself these questions. Are you craving personal freedom and adventure? Are your relationships empowering you? Are your relationships helping you grow, or are they a dramatic distraction? So what kind of reaction did you have to that? Did you hear or feel an answer? Yes, no, maybe? Did you see a green light or a red light? Did your body tense up? What happened? You might want to go back and do this again later around the time of the new moon and see if the answers change too, or if they become clear. Let's get back to the video. If you get the vibe someone might not have your best interest at heart, it's probably time to let them go. Also, how much are you compromising in your relationships and your partnerships? People that aren't sincere aren't real friends. People that have an agenda, people that could be manipulating you, they aren't real friends. So why are you putting up with this? It's time to be honest about these relationships and start making the necessary edits. You'll find yourself needing something real or better now. It's time. You will also be wondering about your romantic relationships during this time. Is your partner as committed as you are? Do they want the same things out of life that you do? Expect to have the answer to those questions by the next new moon, because this energy is going to manifest in a way where those answers become clear. Who will have the toughest time? This new moon can be especially difficult for Taurus natives. Your ruling planet is Venus, and so you might undergo changes with your closest relationships. But you know you need to work on boundaries, so none of this will be surprising. You know that things haven't been quite right for a while. The same goes for Libra. also ruled by Venus. It's time to take an honest look at your relationships. Are your friends really your enemies? The time for frenemies was over a decade ago, so why are you putting up with this? You are an amazing, cool, fun, energetic, positive person. So why are you hanging out with people who are snarky, sarcastic, and just plain mean? Why are you letting them bully you or push you into things that aren't in your best interest? Libra loves harmony. They love balance, harmony. They want people to get along. But there is a time when you have to look after yourself and you have to make your own feelings a priority. It isn't practical to always be seeking harmony at a detriment to yourself. The good news is, though, this new moon will move you to set new personal boundaries and also ease up on some of the unrealistic expectations you have of yourself, Libra. For this to happen, though, things may come to a tipping point. So I would suggest, rather sooner than later, that you set the tone for this. So in other words, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, make the changes today rather than wait, because the lessons will just keep coming. For Leo, with Venus camped out in your sign, it's important for you to take an honest look at your commitments or overcommitments. Yeah, are you taking on more than you can handle? Yes, probably so. It's okay to slow down and rest from time to time, Leo. If not, you know what's going to happen. You're going to end up overcommitted, stressed out, overwhelmed, and then possibly end up ill because you've put so much of an emotional and physical strain on your body. Make time for self-care and stop taking on any new projects until you feel more like you're back in balance. Cancer's going to be affected by this dramatic energy, but I don't really think it's going to be that tough on Cancer. I just think it's going to be very impactful. The big lesson for Cancer is it's time to put yourself first. And I think that's been a mantra for the last probably 3 years anyway, as things started shifting in your life to where you had to put yourself first. The key to working with this energy is to be honest and look at your partnerships and look at your compromises. Who's doing most of the compromising in your relationships, both friendships and romantic? Who is the person that is generally, like Libra, trying to think of other people's feelings, and because of that, sometimes putting their feelings aside and doing things they don't want to just to keep the peace? There are times when that's necessary, but only in healthy relationships where it's a give and take. I mean, all relationships are about compromise, but when one person starts doing all the compromising, then the relationship is out of balance. Just be aware of that and start making plans to put yourself first. And of course, empaths will be extremely sensitive to this energy during the cycle, of course. Use your increased intuition and insight, though, to avoid potential problems. Okay, dear empath, if you committed to going out with the girls for a fun night out, but you're starting to feel like maybe it's not the best idea, go ahead and cancel now. Don't push yourself to go against your intuition, because it will be a mistake. As I said before, the unexpected opportunities will be a big plus for all of us. And we are, all of us, maturing as a collective. And what worked for us before may no longer be acceptable. We crave honesty, truthfulness, respect, mutual accountability. Cancer is known to be this emotional, nurturing caregiver sign, which it is, but there is another side to Cancer. They are tough as nails. They fight and protect those they care about, their family, their friends, their home. They feel everything, and yet they still get out of bed in the morning and do it again. That energy will be present too, pushing us to stop settling, stop being with people romantically or otherwise that aren't real, that aren't true, that aren't worthy of our friendship or our love. This energy will push us into admitting that we are maybe just wasting time with some of these people, and that we need to own that, and we need to understand why we're doing it. Check yourself before the emotions get out of hand. Is your reaction correct? Or are you being pulled into a needless confrontation by your partner, friend, or coworker? Take this opportunity to reflect on relationships and make the necessary changes before the situation gets any worse. And I can't stress that enough, because the way the lessons have been working the last decade is you're given a little nudge, and if you ignore it, no problem. You get another nudge, and then from there, it's a slap, and then from there, the house is on fire. Do you know what I mean? Things just continue to get worse and worse and worse until you accept that you're going to have to make some changes. Right now, things aren't good, but they're about to get a lot worse for people that are in relationships that aren't mutually empowering. All of us need self-care. All the signs need self-care right now during this cycle. And it's not a suggestion, it's a requirement. You'll need the downtime to process and integrate this new energy that's coming through anyway. So the spiritual meaning of this new moon is positive changes, freedom, excitement, and higher self-awareness. This is associated, of course, with partnerships again and relationships. It's positive changes. It just may not be easy as we transition into the positive. You know what I mean? This is a lot, but it's nothing that, one, should be surprising, and two, that you can't handle. You can definitely work through this, and if you've already been working on tidying up those sectors of your life, then this will be a lot easier. Leo knows they're overworking. Libra knows that they have friends that are frenemies. This is not a shock to anyone. Taurus knows that they need better boundaries. We should have been working on this anyway, and if we've been ignoring it, like I say, the lessons will just get more intense. So take this time now, commit to yourself, make your feelings a priority, and work through this now. Set those proper boundaries, and everything will be fine. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you for the next video. Reiki blessings! Bye-bye!